we're back with our Q&A for you. We got so many amazing questions, and we select as many as we could, and we're gonna go through as many as we can today. So let's start with the most asked question of them all.
Let's waste no time. The most asked question was, are we going to go back to the US, and if so, when, and where are we going to go?
Yes, we're going to go back to the US.
Yep.
Our plan at the moment is sometime between spring and summer 2018, so next year, after our baby girl is born. And where are we going back to? Where are we planning to?
We think we're going to go back to Denver because that's where my sister lives, and we've been there. We just get such a great vibe from it. Think it would be a great place to live and to raise a family. That covers everything. So
now you guys know.
The second most asked question was, what do we do? Everybody wants to know, what do we do for a living? What are our careers?
What are our careers?
I was formerly a restaurant manager. I started working in restaurants when I was quite young, and I sort of worked my way up through the ranks, and I ended up managing a couple of Michelin-starred restaurants in Chicago. I worked in New York even once upon a time, and so it's a career that did not transfer here. I wasn't able to bring my general manager job down here to Brazil, so I am not working at the moment. I'm just working on my Portuguese.
And I am an art director, and I actually am a visual brand specialist. So my background is in graphic design. This is what I studied in school, and what my job is basically that I control the visual quality of global brands. So I get to work with people from all over the world. It allows me to work from home, and I love what I do. I really do. So
it's an awesome gig.
Now you guys know. if anybody else asks in the future, this is one of our top questions of all time.
Not every video, but it's incredible how much it pops up. So refer them to this video.
Refer them to this video. Next question.
Next question comes from the Vlogging Murrays, and they would like to know, what is the thing you miss most and least about living in America?
Love the Vlogging Murrays. Hi, Becca. Hi, Daniel.
Hi, guys.
That is a tough one because there are many things that we miss, but I think that I miss the ability to walk around. We've always lived in urban neighborhoods, and we're able to, if we woke up on a weekend on a Sunday and we wanted to get a coffee, we were able to walk to a coffee shop. Yeah. What do you miss the most?
Oh, I thought, by the way, you were going to say pad thai because Priscilla talks about pad thai on a weekly basis. If not daily.
I also miss diverse foods. That's true.
This will be a funny one, but I'll actually say the weather. I miss the seasons changing because, again, we live in perpetual summer down here, which is awesome, especially when you are mired in winter and you see us showing you the beautiful blue ocean. It's awesome and it's a great vacation, but what you figure out when you live in it all the time is that you just miss that cool breeze on occasion and that natural flow of seasons through the year. So that, I guess.
What do we miss the least? I think for me is sometimes it's a little bit harder to accomplish things in America than it is here. There's a little bit more bureaucracy, I guess, in the US to accomplish things that we don't see, we don't experience here.
I think I'd answer somewhere along the same lines. Things in the US compared to Brazil are very strict. Everybody does things in order, in line. There's a process for absolutely everything. Here in Brazil, it's just it's cool.
Yeah. So next question comes from Becky Moran, and she asks on YouTube, have you thought about your birth plan yet? Any major differences between US and Brazil when having a baby in a hospital, such as length of stay, private room, etc.? Great question.
Yeah, great question.
We would like to have a natural birth. I am not against an epidural. I think that it will depend how I feel at the time. We're definitely having a hospital birth.
Absolutely.
And we found our OB already. And as far as the differences here, I think the major difference that I can think about is that the default birth plan in Brazil is a C-section, whereas in the US, you go through a vaginal birth first, and if there is the need for a C-section, your doctor will let you know and then, proceed accordingly. Here, most women will choose to have a C-section. Things are changing nowadays, and this is not our choice, so we'll choose to have, a vaginal birth, and if we need to, then we're open to a C-section if our baby is obviously, under distress.
Next question, guys, was also asked a lot. We're gonna say it comes from Damaris. We're gonna mangle lots and lots of names here. Damaris Santos.
Yeah.
Wants to know, are we going to do a name reveal, and if so, when?
Are we?
Yes. When are we?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, it's to be determined yet, but we promise there's one coming.
Yeah, we have the name picked out for a long time already.
But it's a secret.
Yeah. Okay, so next question comes from Alika Ball, and she asks, what are some of the inspirations of naming your baby girl? I think that our baby girl kind of picked her own name.
Yeah, I mean, there's a story to it, and
we already told the story.
Exactly,
you can
that we
click
shared.
Here to check it out.
Yeah, so I don't think I have too much more to say than that. Like, it was, we struggled when we didn't know what the gender was. If it was to be a boy's name, we just kept going over and over and over names. But this little girl's name, it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah, and we've had it picked for many years, for almost 10 years now. We knew that if we had a girl, that would be her name. Question from Caitlin Miel. I don't know if that's the right way to say your name, but we'll go with it. Ryan, how do you feel about the baby being bilingual and maybe talking with Priscilla about stuff you can't understand?
Well, I think I'm cool with it because I'm working on the Portuguese, as I said earlier, and I hope that, you know, by the time our little one is old enough that she is like having conversations with you, that I'll pretty much know everything that's being said.
Yeah.
That said, I totally understand that she's going to pass me by at some point. Like, her Portuguese will be native Portuguese, so she's going to speak it like you. She'll speak English without an accent, Portuguese without an accent, and I will always be a little bit sidelined by that. So, you know, maybe she'll be able to help me with a few things someday.
Fair enough.
Next question comes from Taylor, and Taylor wants to know, when is our due dates?
It's July 13th.
Do I have any lipstick?
A little bit. Next question is from Kini Medina, and that's a great question. She asks, since the baby will be born in Brazil, will your baby girl automatically be a US citizen, or do you have to go through a process to make her a US citizen? She will be a US citizen. Both Ryan and I are US citizens. I hold dual citizenship, Brazilian and US, so our baby girl will also have dual citizenship, but we do have to go through a process, meaning that she'll be born here, and then we just have to apply at the American consulate here in Recife, and hopefully the process will be pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, we'll need to go ahead and get her a passport, and so there will still be some paperwork involved, but yeah, just by virtue of the fact that she's being born to two American citizens, U.S. citizen for her also.
Yeah.
U.S. citizenship. Next question comes from Shelly Loves Ellie's, and she wants to know, what is one daddy-daughter or mommy-daughter thing that you're both looking forward to doing when little Bean is here and old enough?
I'm looking forward to cooking with her. I love cooking and, you know, and teaching her how to bake, and I'm looking forward to teaching her how to cook, how to be patient, how to work within the kitchen, and hopefully will be a hobby that she loves as well.
Yeah, that's nice. I am looking forward to, I think, like sharing my interests with her, like sharing music with her and sharing the night sky with her and things like that, but also looking forward to seeing what her interests are and helping her develop them, because I think that's one of the most exciting parts about having a little one. She's going to be this unique soul, and she's going to love things that we love, but she's going to love things we never could have even imagined, and we'll help her pursue them, and we'll help to make those passions a reality.
I agree.
Next question comes from Irish Wander, and the question is, are we going to have a middle name for Little Bean? And if so, what are our inspirations for it?
Yes, she will have a middle name, but not in a traditional sense of like a middle name that we pick. What we're gonna do for her is she'll have her first name, and then her middle name will be my family name, and then last name will be Ryan's family name, which is, you know, Hill, of course, like you guys know.
Priscilla has a lot of family names, actually, so we picked the best one.
We picked the last of my family names. So this way she can carry a Brazilian tradition of how we are named here in Brazil, but also have, you know, a middle name as it is a tradition in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Next question comes from Teresa Sharp, and she wants to know how we call each other, and she's sending some love from New Zealand. Hi, New Zealand.
Hi, New Zealand. What's up, baby?
Yeah, baby.
Hey, baby.
Baby from the beginning.
Baby, it's always baby.
And we cannot even, if we're talking to each other, we don't even say each other's names, so it almost sounds weird. I'm sorry if this is too lovey-dovey, but it's the truth.
Next question comes from Little Bit of Life, and she wants to know, whose idea was it for us to begin sharing our journey here here on YouTube. P.S. She's glad we did, and we're her favorite vloggers. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jessica.
Yeah.
It was my idea.
It was Priscilla's idea.
We were going through infertility here in Brazil, and we figured that, you know, it was a great tool to share a story, to connect with other people. And I've been a YouTube, you know, consumer for the longest time, and we figured, well, we'll try.
And we're glad that we did.
Yeah. So next question comes from Instagram, and it's from Be Fruitful and Multiply. Are you planning on doing any traveling to the States, possibly for a baby shower or just to visit friends and Ryan's family?
That's
what do you
a
think?
Very nice question. Yes, we are. We're going to be back to the States here at some point before our little bean is introduced to the world, but it's still coming together, so we don't have any exact details that we can share yet, but yes.
Stay tuned because we will have a travel announcement coming up soon.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Next question is also from Instagram. Carrie Berra asks, what are your thoughts on more kids? And do you worry about secondary infertility?
That's a wonderful question.
It's a very good question.
We are open to more kids. We won't prevent, you know, like we haven't been preventing for the last
That's exactly
4 years of our marriage. But we don't think that we're gonna go through infertility treatment again. At least that's our thought at the moment.
Yeah, I am 100% in agreement with that.
Yeah.
It's been such a long process for us, and we're so thankful with how it's turning out for us.
Right.
And if it happens again naturally after this, that would be wonderful. That would be fantastic. But the odds, I think, of us going through this exact process again are probably pretty slim.
Yeah. However, we're really open to adoption. And before moving to Brazil, we research a lot, you know, into adoption in the US and in Brazil as well. And in Brazil it's harder, but we are also really open to, you know, if we want to expand our family and it doesn't happen naturally for us, we would be 100% open to adoption. Yeah. Next question from Kat Bithin. I don't know.
That works.
She says, what is your favorite physical and personality trait for each other?
Priscilla has lovely lips. I think she's got a beautiful mouth. I love her smile. That's actually the right way to say it.
And I never wore braces in my life.
Which is incredible. I definitely have braces. But no, Priscilla has the warmest and most beautiful smile, so I'll say that. And favorite personality traits? Oh, this is a tough one, actually. Like, nobody just makes me feel warmer inside ever than Priscilla. So it's like, that's all I can say. When you meet that right person and and something just flips in you, it's like her ability to flip that switch in me. It just makes me feel so nice. Yeah.
And my favorite physical trait in Ryan are his eyes. I think Ryan has the most beautiful eyes. I call him Moon Eyes, and I've been calling him Moon Eyes from the beginning of our relationship.
True.
And I really hope that our little girl has his eyes. But if she doesn't, it's fine.
We'll love her anyway.
And personality-wise, I think Ryan's kindness. His kindness has been the first trait that attracted me to him from the get-go. And I see Ryan as one of the kindest human beings that I've ever met in my life. So he is so kind to me, kind to others, and you know, he's just a kind human being, and I love that about you.
Next question, also an Instagram question. Life Forever Change wants to know, what is your favorite Brazilian food?
Oh, that's such a hard question.
Yeah, especially for you probably.
You go first, and I'll take this time to think.
I don't even know. One of my favorite Brazilian things is paçoquita, which is this beautiful Brazilian candy. It's like peanut, salty sugar. I absolutely love it. But I feel like I should say something savory too. You know, that's like my favorite Brazilian candy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this queijo de coalho, which is just fantastic. Which is, so I'm from Wisconsin and we eat cheese curds in Wisconsin. Look it up if you are not familiar. And it reminds me a little bit of it. It's this really firm cheese, and you can grill it or you can pan fry it. Or you can eat it on a stick. They sell queijo de coalho on a stick on the beaches, and it's fantastic. And if you ever come to Brazil, you must try it.
Yeah, and that's very northeastern, where we're from. There's so many favorite Brazilian foods, but I have to say that when I'm outside of Brazil, what I miss the most is feijoada, beans and rice. Feijoada is a black bean stew with pig parts.
I guess it is, though.
Just very savory and very
Brazilian.
You eat it with white rice and orange slices and collard greens, and it's so good. I miss it when I'm outside of Brazil, so I'll say that.
Guys, this next question's fun. It's from Beans and Monkeys, and she wants to know, do we have any plans or methods for introducing our fur baby, who's right back there, there's the fur baby, to our baby when we bring her home?
No, I haven't thought about that.
I just know how it's going to go. Like, there's going to be an encounter, and he's going to sniff, and he's going to sniff again, and then he's going to give her one lick. Just a single little lick.
Recognition.
And then it will be friendship. Because anytime Priscilla comes into the room or I come into the room and he sees us, we always seem to get a lick, like a little lick on the leg, and he's just saying, hey guys, I'm here. It's all cool, but he is so easygoing with everybody. I think that he will be wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful with them.
And he's really good with kids as well. So guys, for the last question, comes from Cindy, and she's asking, will you be filming the baby's birth?
This is a good one to finish on. Definitely. We will absolutely be filming it.
Yep.
I don't know how it's going to go exactly, but I'll have, our Sony camera here. I'll have the GoPro in there with me, and we'll just make it as awesome as we possibly can for you guys. I'm excited and a little bit nervous for it, but it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for you guys all to have the chance to see it.
And for us as well, because it will be like a memory that we'll continue for the rest of our lives. For our lives. Also, we'll try our best to film everything that we can, but I won't be responsible for the filming. This one will. Obviously, I'll be in labor, so I'll be there.
Yeah, as long as I don't pass out or something, everything will be fine. It's going to be awesome.
So guys, we really hope that you enjoyed this Q&A and that we answered a lot of your questions.
Yeah.
We try to get through as many as we could. There are so many questions, and we're so grateful that you guys are interested in knowing more about us.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate every single one of you for asking all of those questions. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave a lovely comment down below for us, and subscribe for sure if you haven't, and we'll see you back again in our next video.